What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Resident Evil 7. We've got a weapon. We've cleaned up everything in this first section of the house. So we're supposed to meet the deputy in the garage. I do love that we can't just, take the tape off. We need a knife to get into this. But, whatever. Whatever helps game mechanics.
Hey, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Now, first you need to tell me what you're doing out here alone in the middle of the night.
Me? What about you?
No, it's my job. Why don't you do your job and tell me? Answer my questions.
You're not gonna believe me if I told you.
Try me. Hey, put that door back. Put that door back up. Wait!
Fuck you. I'm gonna kill everybody.
Alright, it's time to actually fight Jack. We have a way to fight back. Take a look around the entire garage. There is a way to fight back. Pick up the handgun from the poor deputy. He got his head cut in half. That's disgusting. We can get in the car, but, no keys. Well, maybe he can't find me.
You gonna have to do better than that.
What do you mean? If I just visualize it, I can go vroom vroom, and then I'll be safe. Okay, never mind. Ow! Yeah, so if you try to get in the car for safety, Jack will just pull you out of the car.
I'm gonna squash you like a bug. Hope Marguerite didn't.
The best thing you want to do, like with every boss so far, mainly Mia, you can dodge his attacks. Like when he had the shovel, he does a bit more damage now that he has an axe. But shoot him in the head, or, if you're quick enough, grab those car keys and start your car. See ya, Jack! Now I just gotta say, the first time I ever did this, I can't believe this is actually the solution to the boss fight. You can take him down by regular damage alone, but it is extremely difficult. So if you want to actually end the fight, be sure to run him over with the car. Because chances are he would do the same to you. There. I think that's enough damage. What?
Ah, shit! Nice car, Ethan.
Well, having a handicap isn't exactly helping, Jack. Oh, good lord.
Let's finish this, you and I. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna take you for a ride. No!
Oh, good God. He's still moving. I was almost done paying this thing off. Oh. The car's on fire. Great.
Oh, boy. Now look what you've done, motherfucker.
How are you still up?
This isn't the end, you know?
Well, that was extremely lucky. Is he down for the count now? Oh, looks like it. And all of that just to get the ladder down.
Do I have your attention, boy? You're about to see something wonderful. Oh, fuck!
Oh, God, he is still moving. Well, hopefully this will teach him a lesson on not to chew on my gun. I mean, the deputy's gun. It's totally my gun now. So, successful first boss fight? I guess? You know, I've always liked Jack. He's a hilarious character. But he just had to go so quickly. That's the unfortunate thing about this game. Because it's so short, villains come and go, and then he's just gone. Never to return. Totally will never come back. I mean, even though we saw Lucas possibly regenerate a hand, you know, losing body parts, not the worst thing to this family. So, I don't know, he might be back, but for now, he's missing half his skull. I guess we've done everything we can do here. Now, that was actually a surprisingly clean fight. There are a few other scenarios that we'll go over at the end of the episode on how that fight can go, because, again, it all depends on what the player does in that fight. You know what? I'm not going to use any of that. I don't need to combine any more items. I'm just going to drop this stuff off, and then we can move on, because we managed to get the statuette. We can move on to another part of the house. Thank God. One aspect of that fight that I really like, that even though Jack is losing the fight, he's still having a grand old time. When I grow older, I want to be that guy. The one that constantly has fun, even when I drive myself into a girder. We're in the main hall. Oh, hello, Mr. Everywhere. Shoot you. You're not worth a bullet. There we go. If you see a Mr. Everywhere, you can kill it with a knife, as I've shown originally. Don't waste a bullet. And the Arclay Mountains. Huh. That should sound very familiar to any Resident Evil fans out there. AKA, all of you. Be sure not to miss this antique coin. Oh, wow. How convenient.
Did my daddy give you a hard time?
That's your father?
He used to be.
I'm sorry, but he's dead now.
You just might be able to pull this off.
What? Pull what off?
There's something I need you to do, but I can't explain it right now. You may need some sort of keys to do it, but find a way out of the house.
Okay.
I'll be in touch.
The way Zoe says you might be able to do this after all, if you really think about it, this means she knows her family is essentially indestructible. So when she's on the telephone and Ethan says, by the way, I killed him, yeah, that's probably going to give her some hope. Wow, this regular boy that just came up off the streets killed my indestructible dad? He's got some backbone. Paging Resident Evil Outbreak fans, you weren't forgotten. Oh, it's a nice old projector. Oh, I wonder... Shadow puppets! Yes! Alright, we actually need a special tool to make the design of the hawk. But, just for fun, put something there that doesn't belong. You'll get a trophy/achievement out of it. Oh, hell yeah! Free shotgun! God, who built this place? The same guys who made the Spencer Mansion? Oh, wait. I think they did. Alright, well, we're not allowed to take that shotgun yet, otherwise we get locked in. Thank God there's no, like, crusher trap or anything like that. And with that, I think we've got the majority of all the stuff out of this hallway. There is one thing we can do real quick. Got the old pendulum, and there was actually a grandfather clock without a pendulum. Let's solve this deep intellectual puzzle real quick. Holy crap. That's one of 3 keys down in order to get outside. That was extremely easy. One thing I want to talk about, and it has been mentioned quite a few times actually, but Resident Evil 7 pays homage to a lot of different horror films. The first example should be really obvious. The dinner scene is almost a direct shot-for-shot of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. A few other people mentioned that Mia coming up the stairs was either a reference to Evil Dead, it could possibly have also been The Grudge, anything like that. So, if you find references to other horror movies, the people who made Resident Evil 7 were paying attention to their source material. They like their horror movies too. Another mention of Evelyn. Oh! We got a themed door! That's got a snake on it! So something I didn't notice until a lot later. Take a look at the books. You might be able to find a Street Fighter reference in them. But... Hello? You move pretty quickly for an old lady. First you were at dinner and now you're up here? In fact, I can't even attack you. I can't even aim in your direction. Having all of this memorabilia around the house makes it feel more alive. Like, these people used to be actual people until they were possessed, I guess. Well, now that we've taken out the head of household, looks like the mother is making her rounds. We'll have to watch out for her if we ever make it outside. Remember how I said there's a few items that are almost impossible to see unless you're directly on them? That was basically what I was talking about, that green herb. I had no idea it was there. Until I, just went snooping on my hands and knees, going, is that a green herb? Yeah, it is! Believe it or not, that is one of the needed documents for 100%. Same with this coin and Mr. Everywhere. Oh, excuse me, there we go, Mr. Everywhere. Oh, that looks like fun. I want to play. Oh, hell yeah! I want that. And we got another themed door, the Scorpion door. Alright, gotta find some keys. Old-style Resident Evil, it just comes back in ways you don't expect. I'll be damned, another snake door. I love it when games do this. You see a specific door, it marks it on the map. That's brilliant. That way, whenever you come back here, you actually know what you were doing. Oh, I'm missing an action tape. How solve puzzle with book? Oh, open book. And you've got to be kidding. It's not exactly secure. We'll be outside in no time. Here's another collectible for the files. This is required. A ship washed up in the bayou. You don't hear that every day. So many cans with physics. Just kick them around, Ethan. Somebody actually pointed out that we've reached the holy trinity of Ethans when it comes to, different Let's Plays that I've either been a part of or have done. Ethan Thomas from Condemned, Ethan Winters here in Resident Evil 7, and Ethan Mars in Heavy Rain. The Holy Trinity of Ethan. Let's go ahead and watch that videotape. It has my wife's name on it.
Ethan, if you find this, I know I can't expect anything from you. Not after what happened, after what I did. But I just want you to know that wasn't me. I don't know what happened. There's so much that you need to know.
There you are! You gave us quite a scare, young lady.
I can't let her catch me again.
Well, surprise, surprise! We get to play as Mia for a little bit. Just like the Derelict footage tape. This is a puzzle of sorts. With automatically closing doors, we need to escape from Marguerite. If she catches you, it's an instant game over.
Over here, Mommy.
Okay. Whatever. Oop. Lights went out.
I am sick and tired of being sick and tired of your bullshit.
I need to hide. I need to hide.
That's what we're doing.
Putting me through this. What have I done to deserve this except open my home and feed you? I don't understand you at all. This
Luckily, Marguerite's field of vision is very, very small, but you still do have to get out of her line of sight. Otherwise, she will find you, and you will fail.
This house has seen more than you can imagine, and it knows. You just don't understand? Or is it that you just don't care?
You want to hide over here. Trust me, this is the only safe spot. This also gives you a little vantage point so you can see what she's doing. Just be sure not to be in her line of sight.
I know you and Zoe are plotting. I know you were scheming. You think I don't know what you want to do with that boy, Ethan?
There is an achievement and a trophy for getting through this entire segment without getting caught. This is the place you want to be.
No, don't come over here.
Now, I guess technically this is a beginner's trap, but you have a 50-50 shot. So, I guess it's kinda not, but totally kinda is.
I'll feed you to my babies and fertilize the garden with what was left. No. We open our home. We open our hearts. And what do you do?
It's one weird-looking weed sprayer. I love how Marguerite just goes on this constant rant, thinking that, yeah, we did all this good for you, except, well, we are keeping you captive, but you know it's all out of love. Oh, my favorite type of puzzle. Making a spider. Let's fit it in with the design, and we've solved the puzzle. Another way that Resident Evil 7 is showing you, hey, there's probably going to be a puzzle in your near future. This is how you solve it. There was actually a little girl over on this side of the house, I think. This should have been where she was. Hopefully she's still over here. Maybe I can save her.
She loves you. She wants us to be a family, goddammit.
Wow, Marguerite is fast.
You! All you have to do is accept her fucking gift!
Thankfully, the second house is kind of a wreck, so all of this junk in the way is making for a good hiding spot.
We love you! Why can't you see that? Embrace us! There are known unknowns here, and you are not paying fucking attention!
Sorry, what'd you say?
You think little Evie's gonna put up with your shit forever, bitch? I am through playing games with you! You hear me? You hear me? You hear me?
At first I thought she found me. Just be patient and you'll be able to slip by. I would normally wait for the second walkthrough. And bolt, we're out of here.
No! You don't fucking try and escape your share of the blame!
Alright, fine.
There's no way out of there, Missy!
So I guess we got caught anyway. Great. Well, that sucks. Maybe we can go out the back way. It is so dark. Oh my god, is it dark. Something gonna jump out at me? No? Oh, I found the way, and it's blocked. Fantastic. Alright, well... there really is no other place for us to go, so I guess we'll just... I don't know. Just cower underneath the floorboards?
Where do you think you're going? Ethan, please help me. Ethan, help me.
And good job, you survived the tape. Yeah, if you get caught at any point other than that scene right there, you lose, and you have to redo the entire tape again. But now we know what happened to Mia. I really hope she didn't, like, get capped after that.
What did they do to you, Mia?
Well, they captured my woman again. Next time on Resident Evil 7, let's keep looking for her. But first, we got a couple things to show. During the Jack boss fight, depending on how you play, chances are the entire fight might change and become 10 times harder. So if you have the car keys with you, and you're trying to start it, but he pulls you out, he's driving. He will actually automatically get into the car and you can no longer get in. Let's just say, at this point, you're screwed.
Start running, boy.
Yeah, there's not a lot of space, and that car deals so much damage. It's almost like he knew what you were going to do to him if you were able to drive, but he got there first. It's very hard to predict where Jack will go while he's in the car. Whether he just, whips around and hits you with the back of the car, or just runs directly head-on into you. So my advice is, if you accidentally let him into the car, start running, because it's not going to be good. Another thing is, after a certain amount of time, Jack will just get into the car. So whether it be based on damage or based on time, eventually he just gets in the car without the keys. So I guess he's a demon at hot wiring. So same result happens, you're fucked. Yeah, brag about it. I say it's difficult to get away from Jack when he steals your car, but it's not impossible to end this boss fight when he gets in the car. You have to be really good at dodging, essentially. Taking out the tires, it doesn't seem like it does anything, it's just a nice little detail. But the main thing you need to watch out for are the burnouts and how Jack drives the car. If you actually pay attention, you can see where he's going to steer next. Staying as close as you can to the car actually helps, if you can believe it. If you kind of pay attention to where he's going to drive, he's actually kind of easy to avoid. So eventually, after he does enough damage, and I will say, after he does his 3 burnouts, the closer you are to him, he actually can't deal damage because he hasn't gotten enough momentum. So he actually just, goes slowly next to you and then crashes into a wall. After he deals enough damage, the fight is over. He has crashed the car, totaled it, he doesn't respond, and that's it. You're done. Everything else plays out as normally. Oh, and by the way, when he gets out on fire, that's his last resort attack. If he picks you up and deals enough damage, you die. But thankfully, the car blowing up, it's on a timer. Another thing is, let's see what happens when you get caught.
I gotcha!
Wait for it.
You've been a bad girl!
Congratulations, you failed. Time to start the tape all over again. See you guys next time.